Hello, what's up, guys? This is me, Will, with Exposed and IWC. And I was going to start this stream by talking about a few things. I'm going to talk about the landscape of wrestling in America, especially from Tuesdays to Thursdays when it comes to NXT, AEW, and TNA. This whole new revamp of TNA with the merger, not the merger, but the agreement with WWE, with NXT, with TNA. Talking about how TNA is maybe looking at a new TV deal. They may need to get one considering what the hype, and they were trending number one last night on Twitter, which is good for them. Talk about the decline of AEW over the last few months and how the ratings dropped. And I was going to talk about the rise of NXT and how that's worked out for WWE. I'm going to compare and contrast those shows, go through it, spend like 10 minutes on AEW, 10 minutes on NXT, 10 minutes on TNA, talk about Tessa, talk about the landscape of everything, right? But then I got this freaking alert on Twitter about a story from Fightful that I almost have a hard time believing. Let me just show you. This is going to take over the entire stream, potentially. We'll see if it does, but it just might. What's up, guys? What's up, Casper? What's up, Brianna? What's up, Maya? What's up, Rezar? So apparently, according to Fightful, let me see if I can pull this up. I literally saw this before I hit start streaming. So I'm not even sure what I'm going to say to this. But let's pull it up here if I can find it. Here we go. On Ross app, tweeted this. Let's see if this is going to show up here. Will it show up? It does. Okay. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair has been discussed internally for WrestleMania, Fightful has learned. Do I believe that it was discussed? Sure. I mean, you can discuss anything. I can discuss cars or TV shows and movies right now. I can discuss anything right now, right? He says it's been discussed internally. I can believe that, sure. Do I believe this is going to happen? I have a hard time believing it. I would say still probably 0% chance of this happening. I just don't buy it, folks. That's my initial reaction right out the gate. What was going to get hyped by this? They're going to get hyped. I don't see it happening whatsoever. It just doesn't make any sense. I think this is happening in real time. So as I'm saying this, I'm going as far as say I think this is probably a nothing burger of the highest order. Okay, Rhea Ripley is on Raw, Bianca's on SmackDown. That match, not something you pull out of your ass right before Mania. I don't believe that. Okay, I always say it. Rhea Ripley said, and I quote, "When me and Bianca feud, it'll be the greatest feud of all time." That's Rhea Ripley's story. Those are her words, right? You expect me to believe that Rhea Ripley coming off a Liv Morgan feud, Bianca Belair with this whole Jade Cargill fiasco, they're gonna like do a Bianca Rhea Ripley storyline for Mania. Is out of the more I think about it as I'm talking in real time, I think it's bullshit, folks. This is not happening. Hell no, it's not happening. Don't get hyped. Don't get excited. It's not happening. Bianca Belair is in a storyline with Naomi and Jade Cargill. Wherever that goes, it's gonna go. Could be shit. I don't know. Rhea just came off of Liv Morgan. Okay. Something would have had to happen. Like something drastic, I think, would have had to happen for them to pivot to this. And I don't know what that could be. Got Io Sky right there. If you want to do Rhea Ripley, Io. You can do Rhea Ripley, Jake, Dawn Grace. You can Rhea Ripley. Who the hell knows? You can do something. I don't know. Bianca, I don't know what her plans are. Probably something with Naomi or Jade. Some type of entanglement in that regard. But if you expect me to believe that this match is happening, I just don't. 25% is high. Let's move it to like what? 1 or 2% maybe? A women's storyline gets worse with the longer build. Well, it's not about it being women or men, right? You're just saying that the bookers don't give a shit. That's what you mean, right? In this case, when it comes to Rhea Ripley and Bianca, we may have a chance, but who knows, right? But yeah, no, it's not happening. Guys, the Royal Rumble is next week. You expect me to believe they're going to fast track this storyline? When Bianca Belair is with the Naomi shit and Jade Cargill, it's not, I don't buy it. Who knows what Triple H, considering he dropped the Nia Jax Tiffany storyline. We think he dropped it, but they may go back to it for all I know. Bianca would need the Rumble or Chamber win, yes, but is this like, let's play it out, okay? Bianca Belair and Naomi are champions right now. They're gonna drop those belts on NXT. Praise the Lord, right? They're gonna drop the belts. Then what? Then Naomi and Bianca go their separate ways? No, there's a storyline with Jade Cargill. Who attacked Jade? Is it Naomi? Okay, if it's Naomi, what is Bianca Belair gonna do? Just like go about her business? Okay, y'all deal with that. That's none of my business. Naomi, you attack Jade Cargill? Okay, none of my business. Go over there. I'm gonna go win the Rumble and face Rhea Ripley. It feels too out of nowhere. Like, I don't buy it at all. Now, Bianca Belair has been advertised for Netflix for a long time now. Is this how you get her to Netflix? And if that's the case, do they fast track the Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley feud? Several things. Okay, several things. Bianca Belair will lose at Mania. She faces Rhea Ripley at 41. Okay, that's going to happen. She'll lose. Bianca Belair has a Mania feud, or not Mania feud, a Mania streak. Are you going to fast track the storyline? I don't buy it whatsoever. I don't buy it. The more I think about it, the less I think it's real. Bianca Belair has a streak. She has a streak. Rhea Ripley has a reign. It's going to be very long. Are you going to have Bianca Belair be a footnote in Rhea Ripley's long reign? Doesn't make any sense. It's BS. Well, I won't say BS. They may have talked about it. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I've seen them pulling her out the Jade stuff because I don't know if Naomi can lose to those two in a big singles match. This will be a hell of an admission that they had nothing for Bianca Belair at all to pivot to this. I just don't buy it. I don't buy that Bianca Belair would drop her Mania streak now. I don't buy that they'll fast track the storyline out of nowhere. I don't buy that they'll pivot to that. Like, they could have been setting the stage for this for a long time now. They could have been planting the seeds for a while now for this. They haven't. They have not at all. So now Bianca going to win the Rumble and challenge Rhea. Why not Tiffany? Tiffany's been giving her hell. Tiffany's been giving her shit for the longest time. She's the reason why she lost the Rumble. She's been attacking Bianca plenty of times. Why Bianca Belair not challenge Tiffany? Doesn't make any sense. I don't buy it one bit. WrestleMania 42, where Bianca will face Rhea Ripley, I agree. That's my thought process the entire time. I'm not going to change from that because of Fightful's report here. I don't buy it one bit. Rhea Ripley's injury after Mania probably fucked up a lot of things. Sure, but I don't think Bianca will be facing Rhea Ripley regardless. Unless you're saying that her injury is what caused them not to do it. Like, for them to not do the long-term build to that. I don't think that's a reason to not do the match. I don't think that's a reason to not build towards it. I believe Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley would have been the storyline regardless. According to PW Insider, they were going to do Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan at Mania. So how do you go from we're going to do Liv Morgan, Rhea at Mania to no, Liv Morgan will drop the belt on Netflix and then we'll do Bianca? Anything is possible with these writers. Anything is possible with Triple H. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy this. I see what you're saying, Richard. You're saying if she did get hurt, they could have built toward it. I see people overreacting to this. Yeah, I just don't buy it. I'm calling BS. I can see it because Rhea Ripley doesn't have a credible challenger. Yes, Io is. Yeah, Io is like the filler Mania match. I know that sounds weird to call her a filler Mania match, but she's right there. Rhea has never beaten Io Sky on a 1-on-1 match ever. It's right there. You have her win the chamber. Boom. Io, Rhea Ripley, right there. Knock it out. Have a match. Rhea retains, and then you build towards Bianca, Rhea Ripley for 42. in Louisiana, apparently. Yeah, in New Orleans. In my opinion, the report looks like somebody. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Think about this report. What is it really saying? They've talked about it. That's all it is. Literally, this report could be Triple H sat down with so and so, say, "Hey, how about Bianca Rhea? Yeah, that's a big match. It could happen in 41. Probably not. That would fit this story. That's all it takes. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair has been discussed internally for WrestleMania. That could be a 5-minute discussion. That could be a quick chat. That could be anything. This says nothing in terms of long build or long planning or stories being put together, moving chess pieces. None of that is here. It just said they talked about it. That's all it says. Talk about anything. They could talk about Bianca Rhea Ripley. They could talk about Bianca Jade. They could talk about Rhea Ripley Io. For all you know, this is part of a larger discussion one day. They had to talk about what's the plans. Bianca Rhea Ripley? Nah, that's a talking about it right there. Them talking about it and saying no is an internal discussion. So this says nothing. Let's look at the reaction. Okay, this thing has completely derailed my stream, by the way. Completely derailed it. Eesh. Whoa, wait. Io versus Ripley clears though. No, the biggest match they can make is Bianca Ripley. That's the biggest match by far. From a promo storytelling standpoint, it's the biggest match they can make. Finally the match is gonna bang. Interesting. Finally. Folks are getting excited. This is what Fightful did. Fightful got folks excited now, and I don't think it's gonna happen. I do not think it's gonna happen. Io's right there. Be there no matter what. I find it really weird that WWE wasn't going to run either Bianca versus Charlotte or Bianca versus Rhea this year for Mania. So this is some interesting news. Well, Tiffany's now champion, so damn, man. Then it has to main event. That's the thing. If Triple H wants his daughter to have a Mania main event, Bianca is the best bet. So why would he pull the trigger now when you know you're going to have CM Punk for a Mania spot in the main event with Roman, The Rock, maybe Cody Rhodes? I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. Let's keep going. So what the F was it with Io then? Well, Io's a different story altogether. To be completely honest with you. You can talk about that if you want. But Io has never won the Rumble, in my opinion. If she's going to be in the Mania spot, it would have been Chamber anyway for Io Sky. So that's just me. Let's see. Damn, no Io. Again, this is a report that says nothing. Again, all it says is there've been internal discussions. That's nothing. That means nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. Io can still have her match. Well, I care, honestly. Because Rhea Ripley's retaining anyway. What about Bianca versus Jade? That match was never going to happen. That match, in my opinion, was never going to happen anyway. Bianca or Jade. That was never happening. I don't know why people think, for love of God, I don't know why that is a thing in people's heads. But that was never going to happen anyway. Let's keep going. If my mouse can work, jeez. No, Rhea versus Io. Bianca, Jade, Naomi. Okay. Biggest fight they can make, agreed. So yeah, it's interesting. Bianca versus Rhea Ripley, Mania 43. That's more likely. Hell, 44 maybe even. Give Jade some time. Give Jade some time. I don't know why folks are trying to fast track that match when Jade is still relatively green in the ring. Why are you trying to fast track her in game? Bianca Jade is her in game. So why would you fast track the end of her story? That's the biggest match you can make for Jade. So why would you do it first? What's next after that? Jade, what? That's her biggest match. That's the one folks have been looking forward to the most. So why would you fast track it? Never made any sense to me. Especially not with Triple H. Book it ASAP. Sounds boring. Nah, they won't. I agree they won't. Yes, please, finally. Yes, finally. Again, this is discussions. This is discussions. I don't buy it one bit. If this happens, it means Bianca wins, right? Here's the thing. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. Bianca has the winning streak at Mania, and Rhea just became champion on Netflix, which means Rhea has to win. And if Rhea has to win, I don't believe they're going to pull the trigger on this match right now. What is this, AEW? Jade and Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I don't buy it. So that's my thoughts. I do not think this match is going to happen at 41. 42, sure. 41, nah. Rhea versus Bianca or Rhea versus Io. Still a win-win. The match is not happening. The biggest match they can make is not happening all willy-nilly. If they pull the trigger on that now, it's happening out of nowhere. It just doesn't make any sense. It's literally the biggest match they can make. I don't believe they're going to pull the trigger on that right now. But what say you? Am I wrong? Do you think Bianca Rhea Ripley is going to happen? Bianca versus Rhea Ripley could be a long feud. Yes, I agree. I keep saying it. Rhea Ripley said it'd be the greatest story ever. It'd be the greatest rivalry ever. That's what she said. Now I'm supposed to believe they're going to pull the trigger out of nowhere. Triple H is drunk. Again, the report just said they talked about it. It means nothing. It could be a 5-minute discussion. What about Bianca versus Rhea Ripley? Nah, discussion. We talked. So yeah, it means nothing. The two cover face, the two video game cover faces, exactly. I don't buy it. SmackDown's in Austin, Texas. Jordan Grace hometown. Yes, it could happen tonight. Jordan could pop up tonight. It would make sense. I do believe she'll be on SmackDown no matter what. All right, so that was that. We can still talk about that if you want to, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that report is meant to get people excited about something that's not going to happen. I do not believe Bianca will be facing Rhea Ripley at 41. 42, sure. 41, nah. I think that is more. It's a nothing report. They talked about it. It's all this. They need to put Rhea Ripley in a story before facing Bianca Belair. I think her Mania story will be a one-off, like nothing too special. Io, probably, and that'll be that. Nothing too compelling there. It'll be like Bianca Asuka. Remember that? Asuka won the Chamber. It was a terrible feud. The match was good, but folks were upset because Asuka fans wanted her to have her Mania moment, and Bianca Belair had been champion for over a year, and folks were hoping for a change, so the internet was kind of split. I think it'll be less of that this time around because Rhea Ripley just won the belt in January, so it'll be less people upset about that because kind of like, you know what time it is when it comes to Rhea Ripley right now. You know what time it is. She's going to win. No matter who she faces, she's going to win. So if it's Io, okay, all the Io stands are like, okay, we get it. She's going to lose, but let's let it be a good match, right? So it won't be much backlash like when Asuka lost to Bianca Belair amongst the IWC. Because the Asuka stands were out that night, boy. They were out for blood that night. They were out. Speaking of Asuka, she may show up at the Rumble. Who knows? Maybe she'll show up after the Rumble. Anyway, yeah, folks, I don't think it's happening. Don't get too excited. Don't let your mind roam because I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, that feud was bad. All right, let's talk about. I'm spending 10 minutes talking about each of these shows. I'm going to use what happened on this week's episode of Dynamite, TNA, and NXT to kind of illustrate my problems with these shows, the good and the bad. Okay, I'm going to time myself because I don't want to go over too long. I'm going to time 10 minutes to talk about the problems with these shows using the events of what happened this week. All right, let's time it. I don't want to go over. Let's do 10 minutes max. So I can stop before that, but 10 minutes max for AEW. All right, let's talk about what just happened on the show. All right. So remember, if you watch the show, they open up with Ospreay and Omega, okay? This storyline is fine, okay? This is not one of the problems that AEW has. Right now with AEW, The problem I think they have is with creative not having the balls to tell folks no. And I'm talking about Tony Khan. But this is fine. You had Ospreay come out there and talk about how, hey, I don't know, you've been gone for a while, man, but Moxley's champion. I'm trying to deal with that, but I can't get to the Moxley. I'm dealing with this freaking callous shit. Dude, you took too long to get here. It's not a good time, and I could use your help if you want to help. But yeah, I'm kind of like going against it right now. It's tough for me right now to get where I need to get. I'm dealing with the freaking callous, right? And Omega's like, dude, I hate you. Last time I was here, you put a fork in my forehead. We're not cool. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your friend. Get the hell out of here, right? So all that made sense. I like how Ospreay told his story. Kenny Omega remember what happened to him before, so he didn't forget that Ospreay did him dirty, right? So I like all that. Then you had all this was fun. They had the went up. They freaking climbed up the freaking I don't know what to call this. They were doing a lot of crazy stuff, jumping off high stuff in the arena. All that's cool. They did a backflip, a moonsault off the damn. I don't know, the banister here. This is the highest he's ever been, he said, Will Ospreay, the highest spot he's done. So all this is cool, fun stuff to open up the show, great. They climbed up the scaffold, all that's cool. So this opening was fine. This kind of stuff is not the problem with AEW. This stuff is fun. When you have Ospreay and Kenny Omega, it's going to be a good time. They can go in the ring. They know how to tell a story. They know how to get fans hyped. Palace stuff, that's all fine and good, whatever, right? But it did go on a little long. But this is not what the problems with AEW. This stuff is fine. So this is the highlight of the show, really, right? This is the problem. This is the spoiler alert. Moxley and this whole Death Rider shit, nobody cares. Even the diehard AEW fans do not care about this shit, right? You have Moxley, who's talking about nothing, a bunch of word salad every day, right? Every episode saying, running his mouth, you know, what are you talking about, right? You got these henchmen with no personality, no mind of their own. There's no internal dynamics between the group. They want to be Judgment Day or even the Bloodline shit, but it's not interesting. They're just like his henchmen. I don't know what he wants. There's nothing here that's interesting. It's all a bunch of crap when it comes to Moxley, and it's hurting the product, all right? Private Party, Tag Team Champions, nothing of any significance, no storylines of any significance. And then they dropped the belts out of nowhere to who? Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Now, Bobby Lashley should have known with AW, not going to book you to be champion in the singles division. He's in a tag team division now. He went to AW for the hot tag, apparently. Went to AW for the hot tag. Why is Bobby Lashley not feuding with Swerve Strickland? What happened to that storyline? They just dropped it. It's one of the problems with AW. They were setting up Swerve against Bobby Lashley, I thought. Oh, we're going to get a Swerve Bobby Lashley feud. That's cool. What happened to it? It's gone. Swerve is now feuding with Ricochet, and Bobby Lashley over here doing tag team matches. They did Private Party dirty. Crowd was cheering for them. They're the heels, and the crowd was cheering for them. All right, it was this interesting booking that I was not a fan of. Bobby Lashley is in the tag team division. He won't be chasing the world title anytime soon. I don't love it. Okay, I don't love how they did Private Party. It is weird booking. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's dry. And yeah, it's hard to get invested in this shit. Okay. So yeah, tag team champions happen. They beat him, and that's that. Bobby Lashley now tag team champion in AEW. I don't love it. He should be chasing the top titles. He should be chasing Okada. He should be chasing Moxley. He should be in the mix against Ospreay, folks like that. Not in the tag team division. Okay. Then you have Mariah May. What's happening with her? Luckily for Mariah May, she had Toni Storm storyline. Before that, she was doing nothing of any significance or any interest whatsoever. But she has Toni Storm. Toni Storm is a good storyteller. She knows how to get the audience. She knows how to how to capture your mind, capture your imagination. She's good. I came around on Toni Storm. I used to not like her, but I can admit when I'm wrong. She's doing the best thing they have going. Okay, she's good at her character. We'll see where this goes. She's now a rookie. She has amnesia, whatever. Where it's going to lead to, I don't know. I think she'll lose to Mariah May ultimately in Australia. I think she needs to lose first. Before she can actually beat Mariah May, she has to get her memory back. So until that happens, I think she needs to lose. But she's doing great. Toni Storm, she's a highlight of the show. This is a plus. But I think this is more on Toni than Tony Well, Tony, right? It's more on Toni Storm than Tony Khan. So Toni Storm is carrying this. Lucky for them to have her, because if not for her, the women's division would be pretty bad. Shelton Benjamin is going after the TNA title, but drop that too. Not surprised. He's very quick to drop shit, and he's very, very unfortunate. Harley Cameron, talented woman, highlight of the show. She's funny, very talented. She's good. Okay, she's like their Chelsea Green, basically. Good part of the show. Face to face next week. What's going to happen here? I'm interested. Okay, so when it comes to Toni Storm shit, they have something good here. This is good. All right, I can admit when something's good or bad. This is good. Ospreay, Kenny Omega stuff, that's fine. But this is good. I'm looking forward to the segment. I'm looking forward to see what they say in this promo. Another problem, Jeff Jarrett. Okay, what's happening here? Why are they pushing this man so much? I think it's because Tony Khan is a fan. It's a problem when you have the boss is a fan who's the booker. He respects this man, but doesn't have the balls or the heart to tell him no. So you got freaking Jeff Jarrett out there cutting promos with his old ass, feuding with MJF, getting attacked by Claudio. I'm like, what's happening right now, Tony Khan? Who cares about this? Get this man off the TV. He should not be in these many promos, taking up this much time in 2025. It's a problem. It's a problem, okay? Get this man off the TV. He's taking up valuable time. He's feuding with MJF for what reason? I don't know. Like, it screams of Tony Khan is a fan. He respects him. Therefore, okay, Jeff Jarrett, you can do what you want to do. We'll have you out here talking about I'm chasing the title. Like, who wants to see him in a freaking championship match? It's dumb, which is why AEW ratings are going down. I got three minutes. It's attacked by Claudio. Like, who cares? They have a freaking video package for somebody I love. I'm a big fan of Megan Bain. Did not love this video package. I thought it was kind of weak and dry. They had some freaking clips from Stardom. Didn't love it. It was like a bare bones video package. Did not like it. She's a talent. I love her. She's amazing. She's money. Video package, I hate it. Okay, then you have, now this is fine because you have somebody who's a good storyteller. When you have somebody like a Toni Storm, when you have somebody like a Swerve Strickland, it can do a lot with little. So this storyline with Ricochet and Swerve is good because you have Swerve in it. Toni Storm, Mariah May is good because you have Toni Storm in it, right? So when you have somebody who can take over the creative themselves and carry it, and they're compelling and they're interesting, they can carry some nonsense. Swerve Ricochet is pretty good. It's not bad, right? So I give credit where credit's due, but I think that's more to do with Swerve than Tony Khan. It was all good. You got the freaking learning tree bullshit with Jericho every week, boring as shit. He doesn't have the heart to tell him no. Got MJF feuding with Jeff Jarrett, like why? The fall from grace is crazy. The fall from grace for MJF is astonishing. This man used to be must-see TV. Now he's a bum that I don't even care to see. I'm like, what's happening right now? He doesn't want to feud with Jeff Jarrett. Who does? Daniels and Hangman, fine. That match happened. They're still talking about it. Daniels is pretty much retired. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. Again, highlight of the show. Again, Harley Cameron. What is Mercedes Moné doing? Here's a question for the chat. Mercedes Moné, her number one opposition, her number one, what's her feud? Who's she feuding with? What's her storyline? Nothing. She's walking around her belt with no storyline, no contender, no challenger, no nothing. Why? I don't know. AEW trying to do John Cena ankle with Jeff Jarrett. Yes, something like that. I don't love it. What is Mercedes Moné doing? What's the storyline? Nothing. Harley Cameron, she's entertaining. She's doing fine. Then you have their equivalent of Jey Uso, but even worse with Julia Hart. Now, I don't want to be mean here, but Julia Hart is not a good wrestler. She's not. She's fine. She is all entrance, like Jey Uso. When you get their entrance, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Great presentation. Once the entrance ends, I don't care anymore. Okay, once her entrance is over, I don't give a shit. That's Julia Hart. Okay? I crossed the 10 minutes, so let me wrap this up quickly. I don't care about Julia Hart. She's fine, but just about the freaking entrance. After that, it's not really much going on there. She had a feud with Jamie Hayter, which ends with Jamie Hayter putting her over and saying, hey, you're talented, I respect you, all because Malachi Black is leaving. So they're trying to elevate the members of that group because Malachi would be gone. She's like, yeah, you're tough as shit, I respect you, yada, yada, yada. It was it was a filler, so it felt like a filler. It was 100% a filler, and that's what it was. Now that's over. Is it compelling? Is it interesting? Is it making people show up to watch the show? I don't think so, okay? So that's why ratings are down. Swerve is great. He's always good. Now the main event scene is Cope against Moxley, okay? This is AEW. It'll be the alternative. The alternative is Moxley, formerly of Dean Ambrose, and Cope, aka Edge. That's your top storyline. That's your top feud in AEW. Edge against Dean Ambrose. Here lies the problem. Now, Moxley will probably drop the belt ultimately to, what's his face? Mr. I want to climb Mount Everest. Why am I blanking on his name? Who will Moxley drop the belt to? Somebody tell me in the chat, I'm blanking on his name for some reason. Crash test dummy, Darby Allin, Jesus. He'll probably drop the belt to Darby Allin, and that'll be that. That won't be for a while. So we'll have to sit through this Cope Moxley stuff, this Moxley word salad, saying a bunch of nothing every week. I don't love it whatsoever. He's fighting Moxley. I don't care about the storyline at all. The Death Riders is bad, it's boring, it's bland. Nobody gives a shit. And that is AEW for the week, okay? So, herein lies the problem. Have characters who are on the screen for no reason beyond, hey, Tony Khan likes them. Boring, bland storylines. You had old guys like Adam and Jeff Jarrett on TV in the main event spot instead of having younger talent out there. I don't like it. Storylines being dropped. What happened to Swerve against Bobby Lashley? What happened to that? It's gone, all right? Random shit happens. Nothing's consistent. It's not compelling. It is dry, bland, and boring. Now, let's move on to a good show that's on the rise, which is NXT. So NXT, start the 10-minute timer here. NXT is hot. Why? Well, because they have a smooth television show. Okay, the television show is smooth, it's seamless, it transitions from story to story very, very well. Has something for everybody, so everybody can enjoy it. Now, not everything is good about NXT, but it flows. It's an enjoyable watch. It flies by. It's easy to digest. It's not random. Storylines are continuing. It's a cohesive storyline. So it's all interweaving, interchanging. It's all one big universe backstage. Like characters go in and out of storylines, cross each other from storyline to storyline. It all makes sense, okay? So Bayley opens up NXT basically. Oh, she doesn't. They showed her at the beginning of the show. What opens up NXT is Tony D against Ridge Holland. Now, I don't love these two talents, okay? But it's a consistent storyline. It's consistent, right? So it makes sense in that regard. I'm not a Tony D fan, not a Ridge Holland fan, but it works for the story they're telling, okay? I don't love this storyline at all, but hey, it's my personal preference. Some people like it. Some people enjoy it, okay? So either regardless, it's a easy watch, okay? So this match is fine. Now I don't know what's going on with, what's her face? Easy Dame. Is she working with Shawn Spears secretly? Is Shawn Spears trying to recruit her or not? Shawn Spears got involved in this match with Tony D, but Easy Dame attacked Ridge Holland. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm willing to find out, okay? What's going on with Easy Dame? Is she working with Shawn Spears? Is she trying to get with Tony D? What's happening here? I don't know, okay? But I'll wait and see what happens here. But what's really going on here that's interesting is with the women's division. We'll get to that in a second. You got freaking Trick Williams slapping the hell out of Wes Lee backstage because Wes Lee keep running his mouth, right? I like Trick Williams without the belt. Trick without the belt, I like a lot. He's more aggressive. He's more serious. He's not like being more showboaty. He's more down to business right now. He's down to business. He's down to business. He's getting his title back, not taking no shit from nobody. I like that edge. He has more edge right now. So I like that from Trick Williams. I like edgier Trick Williams, not showboaty Trick Williams. So here we have Bayley, one superstar from main roster. Just one superstar from main roster come down to NXT, and that's enough to get people excited. when you have a star come down to NXT, works well for the show. Okay, they get treated like a big deal, and it feel like a big deal. It feel like a big deal, even though we just saw Bayley lose to Nia Jax, just watched her lose to Tiffany. Still, with those losses, she come down to NXT. She feels big and important. She feels like a superstar, which is good. Right. So Wesley in this match had that damn slap print on his face, which is hilarious. Bayley's talking about NXT, talking about Roxanne and the title, right? And then Julia comes down for a very wholesome moment, very wholesome promo. Her English is not great yet, but I love that the fact that she tried is endearing. We really like what she's doing here. She's trying. She says, "Hey Bayley, Roxanne doesn't respect you, but I do. I look up to you. I'll watch you in Japan." It's a very nice moment between two stars. Imagine this visual 2 years ago. If I told you 2 years ago, Julia would be standing across from Bayley in an NXT ring, people would say bullshit. But look where we're at. Look where we're at, right? This is good for NXT. All right? Fans were quiet to listen to what it had to say. Very respectful of the segment. Very respectful. No chanting, no yelling. Shows the respect they have for Bayley and Julia. And then you had these two, Roxanne and Cora Jade, and the crowd was relentless. It was great. They got through the promo. They got through it the best they could. They embraced the boos, and I thought it was an effective segment. Even though some would say the crowd was annoying or they took it over, you could hear everything they said. You could hear it all. They got it out, so it's fine. Okay, I don't mind it one bit. But yeah, this visual right here. These women in the ring. This is what making NXT hot and special. The women's division is cooking. Got top stars on the mic here, and it's working well. Okay. Julia's funny here. Can't hear you. Brawl ensues. Okay. This thing going on for like a good 2 minutes. Well into the commercial break, the picture-in-picture commercial break. They were still arguing. They're still fighting. You got Kalani Jordan backstage with Jada Parker. Jada Parker had great mic skills. Again, they cut from the in-ring to the backstage where Jada Parker is watching what's happening. It's like, oh, look, they said my name. She's reacting to what they just saw on TV. So it's all one big universe. It's all one big storyline, okay? Like, oh, you're talking about me. You heard that? I like that. I like when the characters are acknowledging what's happening. It feels like one big universe. It's seamless. It's smooth. It transitions well. It's one big story. I like that, okay? So they're watching what's happening in the ring. It's like, yeah, they said my name. Lonnie's like, said my name too. What are you talking about? They start arguing. We're talking about Bayley. Because Bayley was talking about the people backstage, talking about Kalani and Jada Parker and Lola Vice. So she's bigging up the people backstage. And Jada Parker was like, hey, she said my name, yada, yada, right? Then Carmen steps up to Jada Parker, talking about Sante Adonis, her man, right? And Jada Parker says, your man, you mean Nikita Lyons' man. All funny stuff. Okay, you got Zarya backstage and Soruka, that's a tag team, overhearing the conversation. So my point is, feels like one big universe, right? All characters interacting, interweaving, seamless transitions, okay? Whereas with AEW, very choppy. You have one storyline, it ends, cuts to another storyline, it ends, cuts to another storyline, it ends. Where this is more seamless storytelling, where storylines are bleeding into other interactions, into other stories. I like that. One big universe, okay? Good stuff here. Okay, they start breaking out fight, right? The brawl. They cut back and they're still fighting. It was funny. Still fighting in the ring. And it goes all the way into commercial break. Good stuff. Okay, then you have Wesley with, what's his face? What's that name again? Lennox? Anyway, he's turning heel, by the way. Even though the men's division is kind of weak right now, they're trying their best. Again, I like what they're doing with Trick Williams, so that's all cool. He's turning heel. Beyond Lennox, yes, he's turning heel. It'd be interesting to see how they handle that and what they're going to do with him. But I think it's a good move to turn him heel. We'll see how that goes. It could be good. He lost to Wesley. Wesley got beat up again by Trick Williams. So that feud is still happening. I wonder if Wesley will interfere in Trick Williams' match. Trick has a match with Obafemi coming up, so I wonder if they're going to use Wesley to cost Trick Williams, will allow Obafemi to retain. I got 3 minutes. Heritage Cup stuff I don't love, but it's entertaining. It's fine. Okay, so you have Lexis King, Charlie Dempsey. I don't love those matches, but that's me personally. That doesn't affect the ratings. Fans like that stuff. I don't love the Heritage Cup stuff, but that's just me. It's working for NXT. It's working for them. I thought, what can I say about Stephanie Vaquer? Her English is smooth. She has a lot of upside. This woman is a star. You listen to her English in this promo. It was smooth. It was clear. It's accurate. She just needs more practice with English. She's going to be a massive star. If she can cut English promos like she did last night on the other day, oh, sky's the limit for this woman. I mean, I am all aboard the Stephanie Vaquer train. Very clean, smooth English. I'm telling you, this woman is money for this company. She will be money on the main roster. I feel awesome about Stephanie Vaquer. It's fantastic. I do believe she will be champion. She will defeat Fallon Henley. I thought they would do Stephanie Julia at Stand and Deliver, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I'm now changing my mind. I think it will be Stephanie Fallon Henley very soon, and she'll be champion. Heritage Cup stuff. He cheated here, as you can see. Low blowed Charlie Dempsey. So he's still a heel, basically. He wins. That's cool. Advertising Bianca and Naomi. So next week in Atlanta, a very small arena, by the way. It's like 700 people will be there. Very small arena. Doing Bianca Belair, Naomi against Lash and Jakara. They will drop those belts. So to bring down the stars, every once in a while for the big shows, Bianca, Naomi, Bayley coming down. So I'm excited about this because I know it'll be over. The Bianca Belair tag team run will be over. They will drop the belts. They will lose for sure in Atlanta this week. So rejoice. Bianca stands, rejoice. So this storyline I don't love, but it works for NXT. It works. Okay, you have these two together. A minute has passed. I said, shut up. It worked for NXT. Chase is depressed. He is broken without his school. He needs his school back, but he doesn't have it right now, so he's walking around depressed. That's all fun and games. That's cool. Jada Parker's facing off with Carmen Petrovich. Lonnie Jordan comes out there to interfere. Who's the heel? Who's the face here? I'm not sure. Jada Parker is definitely heel for sure. Lonnie Jordan is kind of a tweener right now. She's not really a face or a heel. She's kind of a tweener. She is in a feud with Jada Parker apparently right now. She interfered in the match, cost her the match. Carmen Petrovich wins. Lash and Jakara, this is very much babyface. So this segment was weird. Not weird. Because Jada Parker is a heel, as well as Jakara Jackson and Last Legend. Well, this segment felt very babyface in a way, because the women came up to them and said, hey, it's up to you to bring the tag team championships back to NXT. So Ruka and Zarya said that. And other women here are kind of like saying, come on, go do it, win the tag team belts, bring it back to NXT. You're like, you know what? You're right. We got to do that. So it felt kind of babyface here. Is it interesting? I still think they're heels, but for the sake of this segment, it felt very like, come on, go do it. Bring the NXT titles back for us so we can fight for it. It was a solid segment. I liked it a lot. They will be winning. Last Legend's hometown in Atlanta is over for Bianca and Naomi. They will win the belts. How's it going to happen? I don't know. Will it be clean? Will it be screwy finish? I don't know, but they will win. They will win. That's happening next week. Look forward to that. Bianca Belair will finally be out of the tag team division. Nice sweater. That's a damn good question. I have no idea. Somebody bought this for me. Straight up. Someone bought it for me. What is going on here? So I don't remember this match happening. This is a tag match. Don't remember it happening, to be completely honest with you. Don't remember it at all. Straight up. Don't remember it. What happened here? I don't remember this match. Anyway, Braxium, tag team division, turning heel. Okay, cool. What are they doing with Easy Dame and Tony D? I don't know, but I am kind of interested to see what happens here. I am kind of interested. I won't lie, but it's kind of weird. They were mad that he didn't help them. He's too busy talking to freaking Easy Dame. What do you want me to do? I'm talking to Easy Dame. Like, what do you want from him? I'm talking to Easy Dame. It's kind of weird. Ethan Page. He is a top heel in the brand, I think. I think he's top heel. He freaking broke the young OG's jaw, right? I think he's a top heel right now. What are they doing with him long term? I don't know, but solid stuff from him. So basically, the entire show just flows, okay? It's an easy watch. You got Trick Williams against Obafemi going on right here. Where's it going to end? I don't know. I think Wesley could interfere in the match. But ultimately, Obafemi will retain, and that'll be that, okay? But I like Trick Williams as a challenger. I like him to be more serious, with more edge, so that's all good stuff. NXT, easy watch. Everything's connected. Seamless. Is enjoyable, okay? Unlike AEW. All right, let's talk TNA. Let's talk TNA. So TNA has a partnership with WWE, or NXT to be more specific, right? They tease a return. This was Ali, Mustafa Ali here in this car. He's back in the company. The face of the company is now Joe Hendry. I truly believe that if this show was on cable TV, whether it be Sci-Fi, whether it be FS1, these numbers would challenge Collision. Right now, Collision is getting like 300,000 plus. I believe with the NXT backing, this show would get like 300K as well. It's not bad. Go from there, get up to 400, get up to 500, and then be potentially getting close to AEW. That's a stretch. I do believe that with Dynamite, that's a stretch. Collision, I think it'd be very close, on par with Collision. Right now, I think it would be, but they need to get a damn TV deal. How is that gonna happen? I don't know, but we'll have a TV deal. We need to get one, like a real one, like a Sci-Fi, FS1, something like that. But yeah, here's the face of the company. Say his name and he will appear, right? This is the guy they wanted to be the face. Are folks happy about that? I don't know. I like Joe Hendry. He's cool. He's my favorite performer, not the best in the ring, right? But he's an okay guy, okay? Good on the mic, charismatic, fans love him. His in-ring is not great, but it is what it is. It's TNA. He's fine for now, okay? My man Centeno Morella, this man is the GM. It's all fun and games. Great for him. Matt Cardona came out of nowhere, not signed to TNA at all, but he had the match against Joe Hendry in the main event. Cool. That was random. That was a surprise, right? Matt Cardona. Ash and Heather by Elegance, I like them a lot. I like their shtick. I like their look. Good stuff from Dana Brooke and Heather here. I'm enjoying that stuff. That's good. There was a match here. Knockouts match, 6-woman tag. Got champions against Rosemary. Now, they need somebody other than Rosemary. No offense to Rosemary, but she is a filler that needs to be replaced. Okay, they need talent beyond her, which is why, all due respect, she's a legend. She's been around for a while, but she should not be the main feud for Masha Slamovich. Enter Tessa Blanchard. We'll talk about her in a second. But they need more women down there, which is why they're desperate for Tessa Blanchard, honestly. So this match happened. Masha Slamovich came down here. It was a good match, fun. Match interrupted by Cora Jade. Cora Jade is feuding with Masha Slamovich. TNA crossover here. Good for Cora. Good for Masha. He hands over a picture crossed out in X. Now, this is what Masha Slamovich does. This is her shtick. She's the one who does this to other opponents. So Cora Jade doing it to her. Fun, haha. That happened. She got screwed. She loses. So Ash by Elegance wins with her tag team partner and Rosemary. Fun stuff, fun match. This is all fun. It's all fun. It's not too serious. It's enjoyable. It's light. It flows. It's better right now, more entertaining than what AEW is doing on their television. You had the whole Josh Alexander stuff. He got turned on by his teammates because he's leaving the company, apparently. He wants to leave TNA. That's a storyline they're doing. The system here, a faction, they lost to Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Poor Jade is terrible at making her targets. Masha uses blood. Yeah, she used lipstick. If TNA gets bought out, I'm a riot. They won't get bought out. They won't get bought out. Not by WWE. Not by WWE. They'll get bought out by someone else maybe, but not by WWE. There's no incentive for them to buy TNA at all. Tag team champions are Jeff and the Hardy Boys, right? Jeff and Matt. They beat the system. Solid match. Entertaining. Big names that you like. Everybody loves the Hardy Boys. Solid stuff. This is funny. So, you know the whole thing with PCO? PCO was the digital media champion. He went all rogue and smashed the belt on GCW, and like he's turned his back on the company. He's burnt bridges and like he's I'm out of here. I hate the company. Yada yada. Right. So I don't know how they got this belt back. Maybe a different belt. I think probably a different belt. But PCO was in a storyline with Steph Lander. They were like husband and wife. The big storyline on the show. Comes out with the digital media belt, and said, "I won the belt in the divorce." That's what they're doing right now. She had the belt because of the divorce, so that's how they're handling it. Fine with that. That's fun stuff. So apparently, in wrestling, get a divorce, you can get the belt. Fun stuff. PCO, don't know what happened to him. I don't really know why he's so upset with TNA, but it happened. He went and did what he did, and they brought in this guy. Vance Warner, right? I did not love this execution here. They brought him with this whole teasing of 23. Folks wondering who it was. Like, who is this guy? Who's a mystery person? Ended up being him. It fell flat with the crowd. Don't love it. There's better ways to bring people in, okay? You can do what the WWE did with Penta. They kept teasing it to the point where it was obvious who it was. In the last tease, they literally had Penta spelled out in his mask. So they told you who it was. You could have done the same thing here. If it's not somebody who's obvious, if not a big star, like a Mustafa Ali, then just tell us who it is. Last tease should be his name, so folks are not disappointed and like have no reaction to this guy. So it was unfortunate. Got no reaction whatsoever. But it did not have to be that way. It did not. They could have done it a different way. But it's kind of embarrassing. It was kind of rough. Ariana Grace, talented. Great on the mic, great personality. She is the liaison for TNA and NXT. She's been working with TNA a lot now with her dad, Genetino Morella. So good for her. Working with her father on TNA a lot. Good for her. Still contracted by WWE. I like her a lot. Very talented. So yeah, more from her. Tag match is great. So for the very first time on TNA television, WWE belts were defended on that show. First time ever has ever been defended outside of WWE television. So this is history for the TNA. More of this would be great for TNA. It'd be better if they're on network TV or on cable TV, but it's not the case. But anyway, big moment for TNA here. First time ever. Won't be the last time you will see WWE belts defended on TNA television. This is the first time ever in the history of the company. Was great. Good match. They cooked in this match. Wesley came out here to screw with the Rascals. That was good. Again, there's a lot of TNA, NXT collaborations here. We'll always get people talking. TNA was trending number one. A lot of that has to do with the damn agreement. The collaboration has a lot to do with it. I'm telling you, it does. Telling you. Mike Santana from AEW, or formerly of AEW. He's here. Cut a promo. He just defeated Josh Alexander at last pay-per-view. He defeated Josh Alexander. So he's on top of the world. He's hot right now. What happens? Mustafa Ali returns. Another big name that folks know. Ties to WWE. Okay, he has ties to WWE. So it's all good for TNA. It's all good. Nothing happened here that was bad. It's all makes sense. It's all to build hype for stuff. This man is very talented. has a good look. He has a good promo, a good character he's doing. So yeah, good stuff from Mustafa Ali. It's gonna be great for them. More from him. I'll push him for the top title. Push him against Joe Hendry. Makes sense. That's what I would do. He's back. He's signed. So another person to look forward to for TNA. I want to see him face against Tony D. Let Tony D from NXT face Mustafa Ali, because Mustafa Ali was supposed to have a match against Dom for the North American title. It never happened. He got released. So make that right. Let him face Tony D for the North American title. Hell, I'll have him win it. Have Mustafa Ali beat Tony D for the title. That's what I would do. But yeah, that's not happening, I don't think. But it'd be fun to see him have the NXT title on TNA. Now let's talk Tessa Blanchard. This is the main thing I want to talk about here. Tessa Blanchard is a star. Won't lie to you, she is, okay? And TNA knows that she is, which is why they brought her back in, which is why they are invested in Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard will be winning the belt with the quickness, okay? She will be defeating Masha Slamovich very, very soon. It's gonna happen, okay? I don't know what to tell you. When they sent the stars to go promote the live taping, know who they sent? They sent Joe Hendry and Tessa Blanchard. They didn't send Joe Hendry and Masha Slamovich. They sent Joe Hendry and Tessa Blanchard to promote TNA, okay? That's what it's leading to, folks. Like it or not, Tessa Blanchard will be defeating Masha Slamovich and she'll be champion. Now, I believe they'll utilize her heat to have her face a bunch of baby faces. She'll face Soruka. She'll face Stephanie Vaquer, by the way, because Stephanie and her are friends. She said when she signed to TNA, they texted each other and like, wow, we could face each other. That'd be cool, right? So she had friends like Stephanie Vaquer. She had friends in the company. She had friends around. These matches are going to happen. These matches are going to happen. She'll face Stephanie. She'll face Soruka. She'll face people like that along her run. And then ultimately, they'll probably build up some face to beat her. But that's down the road. Tessa is going to have a long ass reign. I'm telling you that right now. A long ass reign. They are full on. Her dad was there, by the way, in attendance, hearing her get booed. They are all aboard the Tessa train. She'll be champion. I'm telling you, she will be champion for a long time. It'll be fine because she can go in the ring. As long as she's willing to embrace the heel heat and build up faces to face her, folks will be popping for whenever she loses the belt. So expect TNA matches, expect baby faces to come up and get knocked down. It's going to be a long reign. A very, very long reign. They are full aboard the Tessa Blanchard train. I don't necessarily blame them from a business standpoint. I think she's going to make money for them. My guess is she's probably like on her best behavior backstage. She's like probably on her best behavior, like super sweet backstage right now, probably. Problem is she has a reputation. She hasn't apologized for her actions, according to all the talent that have corroborated that she's an awful human being. She hasn't really atoned for that, but I'm sure backstage currently she's like the sweetest person. She hasn't done anything wrong backstage. Get along with everybody, probably. But she's embracing this heel run and this heel heat, and she can go in the ring. She's amazing. She's a very, very good wrestler. So I believe they're willing to bite the bullet here and embrace the Tessa heat and go with it. She'll be champion. I don't know what they're going to do with her in the meantime, because right now there's nobody for her to face with Jordan out. Maybe just pull up with some NXT talent, because what are you going to do with her? She kind of like needs to be competing for the belt right now. There's nobody there. You need to be facing Masha Slamovich now. So if you want to extend Masha's reign, what do? Bring in some NXT talent, I guess? I don't know. But Tessa will be champion quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sometime, maybe at Slammiversary. Where's Slammiversary? It's like, when is Slammiversary? Let me see. Slam, it might be too late in the year. Slammiversary. When was last year's Slammiversary? July? That's too far. That's too far. When's the next PLE? pay-per-view. When's the next pay-per-view for TNA? They're not gonna wait that long. I don't buy it one bit. Not gonna wait that long. Pay-per-view 2025 TNA. What's the next one? Don't believe they'll wait that long to put the belt on Tessa Blanchard. To be champion by the next pay-per-view, I think. I feel for Masha. I do. I like Masha, but it's going to happen. Let's see. I have no idea. Rebellion? Looking at last year. Sacrifices in March. Might be Rebellion. Sacrifice in March. Rebellion is in April. And Slammiversary in July. I'm going to go with maybe Sacrifice. I don't know. Maybe March. You know what? I'll give her April. Rebellion. I'll give her Rebellion. But I can see March very easily. Folks, they're not going to wait that long. They're just not going to wait that long. By April for sure. They won't go past Rebellion and Rebellion. And they won't do both. They won't skip Sacrifice and Rebellion. By Rebellion, it's over. Let me show you what I'm looking at right now, actually. By Rebellion, it is over. So look at the current schedule for TNA. Two that are on the list here are not the two, but the three. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go too far? Hold on. Doing that thing. Let's look at it here. Yep, I went too far. Here we go. Here we go. Right. There it is. Sacrifice March 14th. Rebellion April 24th. Slammiversary. She'll already be champion. She'll already be champion by then. Yeah, no further than Rebellion. So by April 27th, she'll be champion. So yeah, Sacrifice, maybe she faces somebody else, but Rebellion, Masha Slamovich, Tessa Blanchard, her reign is over. You'll be muting the TV if Tessa ever gets a pop in NXT. She'll get booed. She'll get booed in NXT. For sure. But it's going to happen. So expect it. You're going to get Tessa, Soruka, Tessa, Stephanie Vaquer. Now, it may happen in TNA TV, but she'll be on NXT TV eventually. It's going to happen. You'll hope by then she'll reach out to folks, but I don't know. But if you want to have a legitimate relationship between TNA and NXT, they can't keep denying Tessa. Once she's champion, they can't deny her. All right, we want to have our champion on your TV. We're going to say no Tessa Blanchard. I doubt it. Tessa Blanchard will be on NXT TV. She'll get booed. But it's going to happen. I expect Stephanie against her eventually. They're friends in real life, so that's going to happen. But she's very good in the ring. I can separate the talent from the character for the most part. Sometimes I can't, but I tried my best. I can watch her wrestle and say, damn, she's a good wrestler. I can do that, while at the same time acknowledging that the real person may not be the best person in the world, but I can watch her as a talent and enjoy her from a talent. Well, for example, I've seen Vinny against Sari. I saw Sari against Utami. I saw Mayu Watanabe against Mizuki. The best women's match I saw this year so far has been Jordynne Grace against Tessa Blanchard. And Tessa had a lot to do with that. A lot to do with it. One of the biggest reasons why the match was great was Tessa. She's great in that match. She's great. I can acknowledge that. Okay, I can acknowledge it. So it is what it is. But yeah, best women's match so far: Tessa Blanchard, Jordynne Grace. In my opinion, they cooked. Just hit me. What if Jade wins the Rumble and doesn't immediately go after the person that attacked her because her focus was distracted, not winning the Mania title match? Focus is distracted on not winning the Mania match. Oh, okay. That'd be stupid. Yeah, that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, but it's like a dark horse. A dark horse that I don't see happening. I just don't see it for Jade. Not for the Rumble this year. But it's possible. For all the people that can win the Rumble, Charlotte, Jordynne Grace, Io, there's people who never win it, no chance. She's like right on the cusp of not having a chance to she's like one of the last people to have it. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if she won it. I'd be surprised, but not shocked. Charlotte, Jordynne Grace, Becky, Io. Jade Cargill was like down the bottom, but she has a slim chance. And then maybe that's it. Charlotte, Becky, Jordynne Grace, Io. Jade Cargill will be like a fringe, like she's on like the cusp of no chance. It's like very, very close to no chance, but because it's Jade Cargill, because she hasn't been on TV for a while, it's possible, like a slight chance, but not really. Jordynne Grace will be in the Iron Woman. To be Iron Woman this year? Possible. With most eliminations, I can see that. That's a fair assessment. I can see that happening. JBL get on my nerves. JBL's attacking folks every damn show. Like, what are they doing with JBL? It's ridiculous. Like, JBL, get out of here. Like Jeff Jarrett level right now. Like, JBL keep popping up at these shows, interfering in the matches, attacking Matt Cardona here. Like, what are you doing with JBL? Get him out of here. Enough is enough with JBL. I don't love it. But all in all, even with the JBL stuff, even with the bad freaking debut they had, even with Tessa Blanchard and her nonsense, TNA is on the rise. A lot of it had to do with WWE involvement and the partnership they have with Cora Jade coming down there, Wesley popping up there, Fraction being on the card, right? So as long as you have a lot of NXT talent on that show, folks will be talking about it. Again, it was trending #1 on Twitter. Folks are excited. I do believe that TNA is on the rise. So we'll see what happens later on. But yeah, that's kind of the new landscape of the week. From Tuesdays to Thursdays, the new landscape. NXT is at the top. AEW is kind of like middling. It's not really, kind of floundering, I think. And TNA is the top show on the rise right now. ROH, I feel sorry for you. Get Athena off that show. ROH has nothing going for it right now. ROH is on Thursdays, and right now, TNA is trending. TNA is trending #1 on Thursdays. ROH is going to be even a worse spot now going forward. All the talk will be about TNA, not ROH. Again, Athena should not be on that show, but I say that so many times now that I'm blue in the face. Like, get Athena on Dynamite. Arguably the best wrestler you have. Like, some will argue Mercedes Moné, Athena, whatever. Arguably the best wrestler you have is on Thursdays behind a paywall in ROH. It makes no sense whatsoever. Athena should have been on Dynamite a long time ago. I don't understand what he's doing. It's stupid. Get Athena on Dynamite. If Tessa defeats Masha for the belt, it's going to happen. What's next for Masha? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Continue the feud. You can continue the feud. You have her on NXT TV more often. But Tessa will be champion for a very long time. You can build up some talent like Xia Li. You can build up some talent like, what happened to Killer Kelly? Isn't she coming back? Or Kylie King? Isn't she returning from injury? Build up Kylie King when she returns. Like, there's talent to build up. Sign some more talent. I don't know. But Tessa will be champion for a while. That is for damn sure. Will WWE help TNA get a deal? FS1 or CW? Well, it won't be CW because I'm pretty sure they have an exclusive deal. So it won't be CW or USA. Could it be Sci-Fi? Sure. Could it be FS1? Sure. Could it help? They know people. They got connections. So yes, they can help in that regard. Hey, WWE, can you give us the number of the Fox guy? Yeah, here's the number. You can call and ask them about having a show on FS1. I think it'll work well for FS1. I think Sci-Fi would be an option for them as well. Maybe UPN. Do they want live TV? I don't know. But CW, no. Exclusive deal there, I think. And then USA, no. I don't think that you can have. Pretty sure WWE has exclusive rights for shows they're on, for channels they're on. But I could be wrong. Any questions? I went on for a while. So talk about Bianca, Rhea Ripley. Talk about the 3 shows. Now I can answer anything you guys want to talk about. But yeah, I don't think Bianca, Rhea Ripley is happening. Calling BS on that story. Complete and total BS. Not BS, but just it's a nothing story. It's a nothing burger. We talked about it, so talk about it all day. Until you pull the trigger, that's all that matters, right? If you don't pull the trigger, you can talk, but it doesn't mean anything. I'll be shocked. I'll be flabbergasted. Completely and totally flabbergasted if Bianca Belair faces Rhea Ripley at Mania 41. Just don't see it. If it's Cora versus Masha for the TNA title, Masha will retain. I agree, she will. Also, who will show up and cost Cora Jade the win? I think she wins clean. I think Masha Slamovich wins clean. There won't be any costing of a match. I think Masha wins clean in that match. She wins clean. Simple as that. I think you do Masha, Cora Jade, do Masha. It depends on who's still there after the call-ups. You do Masha Zarya. You do Masha. Lola Vice. Do Masha Easy Dame. Masha Honey Jordan. A lot of talent you could do against. But yeah, she retains clean against Cora Jade for sure. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Then she lose in April to Tessa Blanchard. Will there be any mid-card title matches on featured PLEs down the road? Just curious. For the men or the women? The answer is yes, for both. If you're talking about men or women, I think the answer is both. If Stephanie versus Julia does not happen at Stand and Deliver, I don't think it will. Who would their opponents be? If Stephanie and Julia are still champions, it won't happen. You do Stephanie against Lola, Stephanie against Fallon Henley again, Stephanie against I don't know. Can you imagine if Sari came up? If Sari showed up for Stand and Deliver, did Julia against Sari? Oh my gosh. Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought they could still do Roxanne Julia, but I'm not sure anymore. They may do like Roxanne Bailey at Stand and Deliver. All I know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure. Crazy how we getting Julia Bailey as a team. Yeah, it's crazy work. Crazy times. Can you imagine that a year ago or 2 years ago? Bailey, Julia. That's a huge match. Like a dream match. Like for folks that could be talking about that for years. Like, can you imagine if Julia was with Bailey? Now it's actually happening. It's crazy. I think that match probably opened the show. Then the main event will be Bianca Naomi, and there may be like a huge angle to close that show. I think Bianca and Naomi will close the show, and I think whatever happens when they lose will be big. Whatever happens, whether Naomi turns, whether Jay Carco shows up, whatever, I don't know. But I think that match closes the show. I think Naomi, Bianca closes the show. I think Julia Bailey opens the show. Does Masha Slamovich show up on NXT next week? I think she will. She definitely will. In cost court, I think it's likely. I think it's likely that she shows up and costs in a match. That's probably what's going to happen. Is it going to be a repeat of what happened on TNA? She shows up. She doesn't get it physical, but she shows up and she distracts them. It's a distraction. I'd love to see Roxanne Perez mix it up with Masha Slamovich. That'd be kind of cool. I was hoping that Roxanne would show up and give her a Pop Rocks. That'd be kind of cool to see. But it may just be like a Cora Jade focus thing. But we'll see if Roxanne shows up at all on TNA TV to face off with Masha Slamovich or help Cora Jade in some way. That'd be kind of cool to see Cora Jade get Roxanne's help on the show, like a TNA show. That'd be kind of cool to see. But I don't know. Okay, SmackDown. I've been avoiding you. I've been avoiding SmackDown talk because I'm not really hyped or excited about the show. Boy, SmackDown is rough. Not 3 hours. Don't blame the 3 hours. It's creative that is letting the show down. Letting the show down. Creative alone. Don't fall for the trap, folks. Do not fall for the trap. This match is not happening. Sources tell Fightful that a match between Bianca and Rhea Ripley has been discussed. Or has been discussed, right? Just like CM Punk, Seth had discussed. Just like CM Punk, John Cena was discussed. Just like CM Punk, Roman Reigns was discussed. All these matches are discussed. They're all talked about, okay, but it's not going to happen. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap. Not happening. I would be shocked. It shows how smart people in IWC are if they believe that Bianca versus Rhea Ripley happened. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you be doing this nonsense with Bianca and Naomi and Jade? Like, if this was the plan all along, then you're just an idiot. Like, why are you booking it like this? Why are you booking Bianca with Naomi in the tag division? Shouldn't you be building up Bianca as a major singles threat the whole entire time? Doesn't make sense. Bianca Belair about to lose the tag team titles. Think about that. You're going to lose the tag team titles on Tuesday and then win the Rumble? What? Does it make any sense? Lose the tag titles on NXT and then go win the Rumble. Not the Rumble, not the Chamber, nothing. Now, if you ask me what her plan is for Mania, I don't know. Probably suck. It'll probably suck. I am conceding. I am expecting that feud, whatever it is with Bianca Belair, will be bad. Whether it's Bianca, Naomi, Bianca Jade, Bianca whatever tag team they're doing, whatever match they're doing, I am convinced that I'll be disappointed with the storyline. My hope is after Mania, they'll let Bianca and Rhea Ripley cook in a long-term story. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Unfortunately, I am conceding that Bianca Rhea Ripley will not happen, and that Bianca will be having a bad Mania storyline. And Rhea Ripley. And Rhea's story will be bad too. Both of them will be bad storylines. If it's Rhea Ripley, EO, boring, bland, great match. Bianca, I don't know. Guess as good as mine. Do you think Bianca versus Jade versus Naomi can happen? Because it's more than two of them, it could. If it was one-on-one, I'd say no. Non-title one-on-one match? Hell no. Triple threat? That's more likely to happen. But I still would be surprised by it. The Psycho Bianca heel turn is coming. It can happen, but after Mania. If it happens before Mania, as a part of the Jade Cargill storyline, I'm like, you guys are embarrassing yourselves. This is like embarrassingly bad. It'd be very, very embarrassing, I would think, to do that. To tell a storyline where Naomi is a clear culprit and is swerved to Bianca for the sake of we want Bianca heel, would be very, very stupid. Make it make sense. That's all I ask. Make it make sense. You want Bianca to be a heel? Fine. Make it make sense. That's all I ask. Is that too much? I don't think so. Zarya against Rosemary? That probably happened at some point. Why not? Zarya, Rosemary could happen at any point. Rosemary getting a lot of freaking action on TNA TV because the women's division is pretty dry. Pretty dry. People are still talking about this Bianca Jade. Well, not Bianca Jade. Bianca Naomi. Jade Cargill has been on TV. She's been off TV for a while. That's been unfortunate for her. Because she's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Nobody really thinking about Jade Cargill and her Mania plans, really. It's unfortunate. I don't really care about her Mania plans because she's not my favorite in the ring. But yeah, she's been out for a little too long. So I don't know why. I don't know if folks are excited about her plans or the potential for matches. I don't know if folks are looking forward to that. I'm not. Do we get any progress with Bianca Naomi? I don't think so. Maybe Lash and Jakara show up tonight, but with Bianca, we'll get a segment of some sort. Well, am I expecting some type of revelation or some type of development that's interesting? No. But maybe Lash and Jakara show up to confront them backstage, but nothing in the ring. I don't think. Nothing that's exciting. No. They'll save the moment, if there is a moment. Assuming there is one, they'll save it for the NXT show on Tuesday. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything. Tomorrow is freaking Saturday Night Main Event. Easy to forget. Saturday Night Main Event is tomorrow. All pretty much foregone conclusions on that damn show. The most interesting thing is probably the sit down, right? Sit down between Cody, KO, and Shawn Michaels. It's probably the most interesting thing. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Rhea wins, Gunther wins, and what? I guess they could put the trigger on Sheamus, but I don't buy it. I think Sheamus loses again to Braun Breaker. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the show at all, but I'm gonna watch it for sure. Wrestling be solid, wrestling, but nothing to get hype about. Will Zarya defeat Julia for the title maybe at Heatwave? Possible. Zarya is right now, she's kind of like on the back burner in a tag division with Soruka. I think they're telling a Soruka Zarya storyline where they ultimately turn on each other, or I think Zarya will turn heel on Soruka, and that'll be a match for Stand and Deliver. Zarya Soruka at Stand and Deliver is my projection. Hulk Hogan isn't showing up. Yeah, that's true. She isn't. Listen, Bianca and versus EO for the what? Listen, Bianca versus EO versus Rhea Ripley. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That reeks of we have no plans for Bianca Belair at all. That's what that reeks of. Don't do that. We need somebody to take the pin, and we want to have Bianca to be in a Mania spot. We don't have a spot for her, so we'll do Bianca, Rhea Ripley, EO. EO take the pin from Rhea Ripley. I'll be that. I don't love that at all. Don't do that. Yeah, EO taking the pin. Exactly. That's why she's there. Rhea would pin EO. The match was slap. Don't get me wrong. It'd be match of the night contender. Get TJ Wilson to produce it. This match was slap. Don't get me wrong. It cook. But yeah, it'd just be like Rhea Ripley, like just there to get pinned by Rhea Ripley. That's why she's there. So I don't know why you do that. The outcome is too obvious and not compelling to do that. It's too transparent. EO, you take the pin. That's why she's there. How will they book Jade as a single star without Naomi or without Bianca? I don't know. The only way you do it is if she's a heel. That's the only way you do it. Heel Jade Cargill, who doesn't wrestle that long in matches, who is dominant in her matches, overpowering, physical, showcase of strength, nothing too intricate in the ring. That's what you do it. That's how you do it. Book her as a heel. Face Jade Cargill without Bianca Belair would be a mistake. Truly. Better off with the heel slowing down the pace, right? He attacks the face, slows down the pace. Then when the face goes on the run, on the the comeback, then she can move a little bit. But yeah, you don't book her as a face, I don't think. She screams a heel. She screams heels. That's what you do. You don't really deviate from that. Why would the Rumble and Chamber winner allow a triple threat? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. How do you get to that match? I win the Rumble. I challenge the winner. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. The person who wins the Rumble will have to willingly give up their spot, or would willingly have to say, hey, I want someone else to be involved in the match. It doesn't make any sense. If Bianca wins the Rumble, Io is not getting in that match. Any scenario to get her in would be stupid. So you keep her out of it. But she won't win the Rumble anyway, so don't. Io has a much better chance. Bianca Belair is at 0 for me. 0% chance of winning the Rumble. 0. Unless they do Bianca Charlotte Flair, where Charlotte Flair returns and beats Tiffany right away. Let's say Charlotte Flair returns, faces Tiffany at Chamber, and beats Tiffany at Chamber, right? Bianca Belair wins the Chamber, faces Charlotte Flair. That's the only way it would work. But even then, like, why would you even put the belt on Tiffany at all if that's the case? I'm calling bullshit on that. So, yeah. I don't know. I think Charlotte wins the Rumble. Io wins the Chamber, and that's that. Women's mid-card might get the Chamber. That will solve a problem for them. If they didn't want to use the Chamber to get to a singles match for the world title, then you can use you could do that for like Libra's belt, something like that. But I doubt it. I doubt they'll do that. I doubt they'll do that. They'll probably use the Chamber to get to Rhea Ripley. I think Charlotte faces Tiffany. I think Io will face Rhea Ripley, and I'll be that. I want Bianca and Charlotte Flair as the final two in the Rumble. And Charlotte eliminates Bianca. Not bad. Not bad. I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it one bit. I thought when Rhea Ripley was still scheduled to face Io, not Io, when she was still scheduled to face Liv Morgan at Mania, I thought she'd win the Rumble, but the final two would be Bianca and Rhea Ripley. So to kind of recreate what happened at WrestleMania, at the Rumble 2021, where Bianca Belair eliminated Rhea Ripley, thought they might recreate that and have Rhea Ripley eliminate Bianca. That could be like the start of their feud. But then Rhea Ripley would go face Liv Morgan. She beat Liv Morgan. Then Bianca would go to Raw permanently. You have that Rumble spot like the start of the feud. But that was when I thought Liv Morgan would still be champion at Mania. But that's not happening. So, I don't know. Charlotte humbling Tiffany could be the story. Yeah. Makes sense. Looked up to Charlotte Flair. That's her idol. It's all there. She wins Rumble. She says, I'm going to face Rhea Ripley, right? But then Tiffany cuts her off and said, no, you're not, you old hag. You're going to face me. So you can have it so that Charlotte Flair wants to get her revenge, wants to challenge Rhea Ripley again to get like her moment back. Like, okay, you beat me one time. Now I'm coming back after you, Rhea Ripley. But then Tiffany steps up, says no. She attacks Charlotte Flair. She gives her hell. Charlotte's like, okay, I'm going to challenge Rhea Ripley, but now, Tiffany, I'm on your ass. Simple as that. Tiffany, Charlotte Flair. I think it makes sense to have Charlotte Flair want to challenge Rhea first. If she's a face, could be kind of weird to have the old veteran coming back to take on the young champ. So you have it so that she wants to face Rhea Ripley first. But then Tiffany gets in her grill, annoys her, bothers her. She's like, okay, fine, Tiffany, I got you. Now I'm on your ass. That could work. We don't have her just show up to face Tiffany. I think that's, if she's a face, don't do that. Don't do that. Never thought Liv Morgan would go to Rumble or the Mania spot. I did. I thought Triple H will want his daughter to have a big moment at Mania, but I guess not. They decided to have her win it on the first show on Netflix. That makes sense. I think they'll go with that because Tiffany commented on Charlotte Flair. Bring it, yeah. That's the move. Charlotte, Tiffany. You can have Tiffany beat her at Mania, but then at Backlash, Charlotte wins. I can see that. I can see that very easily. You can get Tiffany the Mania spot win, but then right after that, Charlotte Flair beats her at Backlash. That could work fine. I do believe Charlotte Flair will be champion this year. She'll probably defeat Tiffany. When does it happen? Mania? The PLE after Mania? Who knows? But it was going to happen this year. At Mania or Backlash. And that'll be that. Rhea will beat Io, whatever. And then hopefully start the Rhea Bianca storyline after Mania. But we'll see. What's happening on SmackDown? Nothing of any consequence, I'm sure. Got an interview for Cody Rhodes, apparently. Let's see what else is the advertising here.
WrestleMania 41 is coming to Allegiant Stadium April 19th and 20th in
Los Angeles. Talking about Mania. Okay, cool. They're going to advertise Saturday Night Main Event all show, I'm sure. Yeah, Cody Rhodes interview. Cool, I guess. Joe Tessitore talking about what?
Night's main event, and we're just a week away from Royal Rumble. Of course, the much anticipated, undisputed WWE Championship match is a ladder match next week. But tomorrow night live on NBC, it'll be the contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Tomorrow, not tonight.
Tonight, however, we get to get into the mind of Cody Rhodes, because in this ring, on Friday Night SmackDown, one-on-one exclusive interview, and we will hear from the champ at this pivotal point in his career. So join us tonight live in Austin for Friday Night SmackDown. The champ is going to speak.
Sounds like a tease for tomorrow. But why should I be surprised? They're not really taking SmackDown too seriously these days. I'd be more excited if they're giving me something to look forward to for tonight. I don't care about this match at all. Zero care for this match at all. To be honest with you. Yeah, it's rough. SmackDown is rough. It's rough. Liv will be on SmackDown tonight. Cool. We'll see. May move to SmackDown for all I know. All right, folks. Time to get off here. SmackDown will be starting soon. Enjoy the show. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I have no confidence in the writers right now. Bianca Rhea Ripley, it's not happening at 41. It's not happening. I need to find a link for Sari Mako. Sari faced Mako Sanomura, and I haven't found a link yet for that match. If I can't find a link, I'm gonna have no choice but to do what I should do anyway and buy the damn video. Buy the damn link from Sari herself. Like a proper person should. But maybe I can find a link for then. Sorry, Sari. I should just pay the money for it. I should do the right thing and just buy it. Yeah, kind of hard to find. Hard to find right now, so I may have to just pull the trigger. So I want to watch that show, but nobody has produced a link. I haven't stumbled upon a link yet. I expect a Michin B-Fab versus, yeah, that makes sense. Tag match, Michin, B-Fab, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. That's a fine mid-card match. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen tonight. Definitely. I'd be shocked if it didn't. But if you can find, I'll probably end up buying the damn pay-per-view. But if I can find a link for this before then maybe not. Maybe I don't have to. A Mako. I thought they may do Mako against Roxanne at Stand and Deliver for a send-off match, but I still think that makes a lot of sense for Roxanne and Mako. You have Mako beat Roxanne. That'd be her last thing she does before she goes to the main roster. I would love that match for Mako and Roxanne Perez. I think it makes sense to do that match. I think Mako will come to America for a WrestleMania weekend. Have a wrestle on the show on Stand and Deliver. Roxanne, Mako Mako beats her finally. It makes sense. I think that makes sense. What I would do. Her last match for WWE. Because she's retiring if you don't know. If you didn't know, she's retiring. So Cora versus Roxanne at Stand and Deliver. Don't love it, but it could happen. Don't love it, but it could happen. I'd rather do Roxanne Mako or Roxanne Julia, but that could happen for sure. Good. But I like them together. I like Cora Jade and Roxanne as a tag team together, or like as a stable. So they should keep them together. I don't want to see them feuding anytime soon. They're very comfortable around each other because they're real friends in real life. I like their dynamic together. So I would not do that at all. I'll keep them together for a while. Let them work off each other. I think it makes sense to do that. Good chemistry. They like working together. Don't let them turn it on each other yet. I wouldn't do that. I will let them cook together for a while. Even if they split. Like even if Cora stays down and Roxanne goes up, keep them together. I like that dynamic. I really do.
Knockouts title.
You showed up at Genesis. You went face to face with Masha.
I like that dynamic.
You said something to her. Can you share with us what you said?
I said that title is going to be mine. And it 100%
and she'll say it again,
is.
and again, and again, and again.
That TNA Knockouts title is coming to me. And, you know, I keep seeing all these things online, and everyone thinks that I can't hang with Masha because she's big and strong, and she is. She's a one hell of a talented competitor, and I've seen her hardcore matches. I've seen her have regular matches. I've seen her have all types of matches. I think she's a very talented person, but I think people forget that before I got here, I was doing hardcore matches.
This is hardcore right here.
I had a death match right before I got signed. So Masha thinks that I can't step up to her level and compete in that type of an environment. I can, and hell, I would love to. And after I'm done whipping her ass, I'm going to take that TNA Knockouts
Good
Women's
promo.
Championship.
Wait a minute, Cora. You were in a death match?
You don't know about this?
No.
Look at my elbow. It looks like a meat shredder.
She was
Oh my
insane.
God.
She went through fire.
What do you mean you went through fire?
She went through fire.
Hardcore.
Hardcore. Oh my
call
God,
me
I love
that.
that.
Hardcore. It's so silly. But yes, I like the dynamic together. Keep them together. Don't split them. Hardcore. Cora versus Masha at Vengeance Day. Will it happen at Vengeance Day? Or will it happen at I agree. That's when you do it. You don't do it on TNA TV. You do that on Vengeance Day. Cannot wait to Sacrifice. I don't think so. That's too long. That's too long. So yeah, I think they should do that. Why does it say TNA exclusive? Or TNA Plus exclusive? Okay. Yeah, they should do that at Vengeance Day. I agree. Don't do that at Sacrifice. That's a TNA Plus exclusive. Don't do that there. I agree. Vengeance Day, Masha, Cora Jade. I agree. All right, folks, that's it. Enjoy SmackDown. Hopefully it doesn't suck. It probably will, fortunately. I may stream tomorrow, depending on what happens on SmackDown. If it's a lively show, a lot of shit goes down, I'll stream. If not, probably won't. Later. Enjoy SmackDown.